Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Atlanta Unplugged. I'm your host, Steve Paul. Today, I got to introduce y'all to another new addition to Atlanta Unplugged as a host and a producer, going by the name of Chevy Carter.
Hello, world. Nice to meet y'all officially.
As a host and producer on Atlanta Unplugged, you know, we're rocking out, man. We're expanding. But we got to get to our guest today. And look who we have here. We have the main man, going by the name of KrisO.
It's Owen.
What's up, y'all? I'm here.
What's up? Did I say it right?
You said it right, man. You said
Okay,
it good.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
you did right.
Yeah. So KrisO, man, you know what I mean? I hear the main. You know what I mean? Where you from, man? Let people know where you from.
See, when you hear Maine, what you think about? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Terrence Howard.
For real, I'm like, so
Look here,
Terrence
man.
Howard because of that movie.
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah. I'm from Memphis.
Yeah.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So that's definitely where the Maine come from.
Okay,
man.
yo, man.
All right, man.
You get my
What's up,
mixtape, man. You get my mixtape.
Let me start my mistake, man.
So what brought you to Atlanta?
I came here to be a star.
Okay.
I don't know how else to say it. I came here to dive into music, act, sing, like model, do everything.
Okay.
And it wasn't too far away from Memphis.
Right.
So I figured, I was like, well, let me shoot to Atlanta before I shoot out to LA. And I've been here 7 years now.
Okay.
You know,
so
it
7 good
became home
years.
quick.
Yeah, 7 good years, man.
Yeah.
So what type of artist would you say you are?
I'm an R&B artist. And I mean that ever since R&B, like rhythm and blues. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to put out with my music is make sure, you know, it got good beats for the rhythm, and I'm sending messages. I would say that I'm definitely like an artist of the early 90s. Like, I think I've been here before.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
No, for real.
reincarnated.
Right.
He reincarnated.
I'm
you know what I
reincarnated
mean?
to be
Otis
where I'm
Redding
at.
just got reincarnated.
I just got, hey, you know what? A lot of people, is funny because lately I've been getting compared to, you seem like you kind of like a new age Marvin Gaye
See?
type of vibe.
Okay,
Because
okay.
of my style, like, you know, I like to
Yeah.
wear hats.
Yeah.
I
I
really
like
got
that.
a bald fade under here, waved up. You would
Under
never.
her. I love it.
Yeah.
Now I heard a little snippet. Now that is jamming. You do
Okay.
make me feel like the baby booming music.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So before the camera started rolling, you were telling me that you were a flight attendant previously.
Right.
What made you say, you know what? I'm about to go full-fledged into my art.
Okay. I was forced kind of to do that. I've been a flight attendant when COVID came around. You know, I wasn't working as many hours as I normally work. But I still was remaining to be a flight attendant. Benefits, all that. You
Right.
know.
Gotta have
You gotta have benefits. You know, look, you being a starving artist, and be looking for insurance. I'm like,
That
I'm
part.
staying with this job, man. I need to go to the dentist. But so I kind of got pushed out of it due to COVID, and they let go 8,000 flight attendants.
Wow.
And so I was a part of it. And I told myself, well, since I'm gonna be down, why would I go out and try and find another job when I can this is my opportunity. Like, I'm placed here purposely in this moment to be able to go full throttle with my music,
Right.
and not feel like I don't have anything to fall back on. I already got it. It's behind me. I'm just blessed to be able to do it full time the way I wanted to do anyways. I kind of manifested it. You know how you always tell yourself, man, I'm kind of tired of this. Like, wasn't really tired of it for real, but I know it's more for me.
Right.
You got to do it more so full time instead of, you know, doing it when you can because you've been working
Right, you know,
that 40 hours, and then now you're trying to find some time to do your craft.
Let me tell you this. I come home, I'm talking about I be gone for probably a 3-day trip, right? Get home probably 9 o'clock. I'm trying to hustle up and trying to see what performance can I fit in or open mic I can go to tomorrow, and because I got to shoot right back out the next day for another 2-3 days, you know.
Right.
But I was doing it though, you know. So now I'm just like, I've got free time all day. I'm sitting at the house, you know. I'm able to
put them 40 hours into your own
into
craft.
my own craft. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about.
Exactly.
And that's what's gonna bring you yes, you planting that seed. That's what's gonna bring you that lovely bouquet of flowers.
Okay. Yeah.
No, seriously, you like my metaphor?
I'm feeling it. Look, the flowers.
I'm just hoping you get him while he's still here. Because a lot of people don't get their flowers.
Everybody
and
don't
roses,
get their flowers. But she
know.
said that though, and when she said flowers, I literally saw them blooming.
See?
Like
the logo.
you know,
She raised them up.
She
You
raised them
know what I'm saying?
I ain't have a choice, ain't it? She painted the picture.
Right.
But yeah, definitely that's what I'm doing.
Being a flight attendant, did you get to fly everywhere that you wanted to fly?
Man, I went to different places. I went everywhere because I've always been a firm believer that it's a whole world out here. You know, you can't just limit yourself to just one spot.
Yes.
It's so, man, being a flight attendant, like it prepared me to be a superstar. You get what I'm saying? Because it kind of molds you, like you kind of live the lifestyle, traveling, being able to get them, go do what you want to do.
Anytime,
You know, like anytime.
Yeah.
So it kind of like already. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes, that's spirit.
because the reason why, because I'm real big on like, you know, like what the universe got for me. I already it's like I'm getting molded to be where I'm going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And flights in the helping it.
Did you come out here to Atlanta on your own by yourself, or do you have a team that you come out with?
Nah, I actually had a cousin here, and I just told myself, I'm like, I gotta get to Atlanta. He was like, come out here. You can stay with me until you get on your feet. And that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. And yeah, I appreciate it.
Shout out to the cousin.
Shout out to
Shout
cuz.
out for giving me the opportunity to come to Atlanta because of you. Like I'm sitting right here today with these folks, you know, so I appreciate you giving me here.
So you ain't new to this, you true to this, right? So so back in 2011 something happened.
Man, back in 2011, I was on 106 in Park. I was on Wild Out Wednesday. I know y'all remember Wild Out Wednesday.
What was your name? Was it still KrisO?
It was KrisO.
Okay.
I've been rocking with KrisO since I was like 15. My mom gave me the name. My name is Chris Oliver. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So my mom was just like,
Chris
okay,
Oliver.
yeah, Chris Oliver. Yeah, and Chris with a K. So my mom was always like, okay, well, we gotta give you a stage name that you know that'll rock. And I think at first I was going with the name. I was gonna call myself KrisStyle.
KrisStyle.
Yeah.
Hey, it's catchy.
But then we found out KrisStyle is racist as all get out, so we just.
Hey, so we going deep with it?
Look,
Actually,
dang, I missed that one.
I missed that too. It kind of went over my head.
No, because back in the days, that's what all the artists was talking about, all the hip hop artists.
KrisStyle.
It was all about KrisStyle and
Yeah.
everything. But
Pop
then
bottles.
KrisStyle, I believe, you know, and this is something that's been a long thing that's going, man. It's synonymous with like Hill Figure and everything, where there was like, you know, they didn't make their products for niggas to be, you know,
I missed that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why we big up Ciroc and everything, you know, black owned.
Black on because and really ain't nobody even talking about KrisStyle no more. Like
yeah,
Right.
that's why
I ain't
nobody
never
talk
heard
about KrisStyle like that.
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Jay-Z put that
Jay-Z.
out there and
Yeah.
everything like that.
He said you can't drink KrisStyle no more. You gotta drink KrisStall.
But y'all taught me something when it comes to that.
Makes sense now, Jay.
Yeah, it do. Appreciate that, Jay-Z. That's on game.
Right. Because
Putting us
that
on.
line didn't make sense until just now.
It didn't, all right.
Like,
I never understood what he meant by that. I thought he was just correcting us because we saying it wrong.
So what's your newest single you have out right now?
I got a single right now, and I got a visual that I just dropped last Friday. It's called Terms and Conditions.
Okay.
The song is actually about like maybe I should have read all the terms and conditions. Sometimes you get in a situation or a relationship with somebody, and you didn't even get the chance to or take the time to really get to know that person. And so you realize that you put your soul. Yeah, you don't even know who that. You don't even know who you dealing with.
Who are you?
Who are you? And the time that went past, you realize you putting blood, sweat, and tears into a relationship with a sucker that you really ain't need to be with in the first place. You
like
know?
them quarantine relationships that happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Because we all had them, right?
Y'all was stuck in the house with somebody that you thought
But did you get all that coming to Atlanta? Because, you know, Atlanta, you know, I heard stories about Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Man, when I moved here, I was already like, you know, I was in my very early 20s when I moved here. So I was already grown, you know. I grew up fast. I've been there, done it. I'm 12 years old, talking about somewhere. So we finna get a baby. You know, so I already kind of like, you know, was living. So I've been through stuff. But actually, my writer, his name Real the Writer. Shout out to Real the Writer, which is also my manager, creative director.
all
we
right.
do it all. It's just him and I.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
put
yeah.
everything that we got into what we're doing. So shout out to Real. I always gotta like shout that out. But he wrote.
And who produces the music?
I had a producer team called Nerd Tunes, based out of Memphis, Tennessee. Kevin Jones and Johnny Tate. I'm sorry to say, but in December, Kevin Jones, he transitioned.
Damn,
with
I got
God.
a cousin named Kevin Jones
Yeah,
from
he
Memphis.
died. Yeah, one of my producers died. So
Damn.
Peaceful transition to you.
Rest
yeah,
in peace. Rest in peace.
rest in
bro.
peace, Kevin. Yeah, but he was the producer of my EP that I got coming out March 12th.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so they produced 4 songs with that. Him and
So you gonna
Johnny.
dedicate that album to?
I'm dedicating it all to him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it just sucks when you're an independent artist and you find somebody that really believes in you and not really even trying to bust your head for prices, because you can always run into people all day long. They're like, hey, I'm a producer. I'm like, well, I'm brand new. You know, I could sing. How much you charge? Oh, $500 for a track. I'm like, I get it, but that's a little bit out of my budget right now. But when you truly find somebody that believes in you, money is not really that important when you see the long,
the bigger picture.
the big picture.
Silver line.
And that's what the Nerd Tunes, that's what the production team was for me. And to lose one of them, it just kind of sucked, you know. But I ain't stopping, you know.
That's
Gotta
real,
keep
that's
going.
real.
Your
you
what's
know?
for you is for you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah,
That's real.
it's funny. I just posted up a picture. A picture just saying on
Same
my
thing.
IG saying what's for you is for you.
See? Confirmation.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I just said that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Like,
Look at the
what?
vibes.
We had probably about an hour ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of my business, girl.
That's my job to get
Yeah,
in
you're
there.
right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But I think that's where the real spirit and energy come from. The longevity type of music and everything. When you have your crew or those that you click with, those that believe in you and everything like that, that inspire you to even want to express your talent. Because it's not easy to express your talent, to get out there in front of the world and everything like that. So it's dope when you run across those type of people and everything.
Yeah,
so
and they putting it into
that was
you.
a blessing. Yeah,
Yeah. Because it's not easy, and people don't. You know what? I have a lot of people that compare me to people, or they might say, maybe you should sing like this. Maybe you should do a song like this. When they don't even realize that it takes guts to even do it in the first place. For me to even give you my craft the way I want to do it, that took I'm brave. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people that know how to sing that ain't never jumping in the studio.
Your vulnerability.
They ain't never trying to record themselves singing because they shy. They don't want to do it. But it's hard being an artist and being the forefront person.
Oof,
I ain't trying to be behind the scenes. I want to be the person in front. But it's hard though. So it takes a lot of, self promotion.
Yeah.
And I mean that, like, not saying marketing wise. I'm saying like self promotion, meaning like you gotta talk to yourself and tell yourself like
That
you can
part.
do this, you can do this, you can do this.
Right.
Keep going. You know.
Right.
So what do you feel separates you from other R&B artists
Okay.
out right now?
I think that I'm bringing like, I think I'm. What I would say, I could be honest, like what I
Please
want
be
to say
honest, brutally.
about my
So?
shit. All right,
Brutally honest.
I think personally, what I'm bringing is, I feel like it's refreshing. Like, I feel like the music that's out right now, like, don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna name drop, but I'm saying it's some artists out here that I'm huge fans of, because I'm a fan before anything. I'm a fan of the arts. I love music. So I'm a fan, but at the same time, it all started to sound the same. Everybody sound the same. Like, everybody gonna rap, sing. Everybody gotta use heavy auto-tune.
Did you grow up in a musical family?
No, that's what's crazy. That's
in you.
that's why I'm taking it so serious, because it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like, my folks not into like music like that. My folks are more so like into like education. Like, I had people in my family that like Fayetteville State University in North Carolina is my great uncles. They the co-founders. So my folks into stuff like that. My folks big on education. But I tell you these, like, my folks so supportive. They never was the type like, oh, you need to go to school and stay in school. My folks the type that's like, keep going, Chris. You got it. And that's from grandma all the way to the youngest cousin. Nobody never really tells me what I need to. Everybody tells me to keep going. In this,
That's dope,
in
man.
this.
Shout out to your family
Facts.
for supporting you.
Shout
and
out,
everything.
shout out,
Yeah,
hey,
that's
to the
dope.
Hill family, to like that. It sucks, but I mean, it's not. It doesn't suck, but it's hard
Would
that
you
some
say-
people don't support you, but my family do.
And that's important, that
Yeah.
foundation
Yeah.
where it starts at home. That is
Right.
so important to instill that into
Yeah.
Right.
oh, that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from my own experience.
Cause you know, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, cause you can have somebody right at home. You can have your own mama sitting right there saying, "Why you going so hard?
Exactly.
Shouldn't you be doing something else?" Man, let me tell you something. You go on my mom's Facebook page right now. All you see is KrisO. I'm talking about. I got a show on the 28th. It's called the Boys of R&B, and it's gonna be a show on the 28th, and it's gonna be. I tell y'all what it said though, but I got the fly. Though. You know, I give y'all my IG, y'all check it out. But I got
You got brothers and sisters?
I got sisters. Yeah, I got sisters, and I had a brother also, but he died back in 2018. Yeah, but
Rest in peace.
yeah, but I was raised like with women, and they always, you know, I just know that I gotta take care of them one day, you know, and they real big on, no, you do what you got to do for you, you know what I'm saying? My family's just real supportive like that, you know. I'm almost kind of like I know for a fact like everything I get, it got to be for them. Because it's no pressure. Like they want me to strictly do what I got to do for me. With not even knowing that I'm gonna put y'all in Rolls Royces and houses when I make it be one day. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So
Now, do you do you write yourself? Do you do some writing
I
yourself?
do a co-writing, but my manager, real the writer, he does all the writing. But I'm definitely a co-writer. I say I'm definitely the type of person that I got my first 3 lines. You gonna add yours? That's a team. That's a team, though. You know, like I wrote 3 lines. You gonna finish the song? You know what I'm talking about? But the majority and everything that I'm doing on my project is all my ideas as far as what I want to talk about. You know, they all like, hey, I want this song right here. I want it to sound like this. It's just, I'm real hands on with the creative process of what I'm doing. It ain't like somebody just say, hey, I got this song. I want you to sing it. This more so like, all right, so what we finna talk about? You gonna write it? All right, shoot it to me. Maybe you need to change that line. I wouldn't say that. Let's say it like this, you know?
Yeah. It's like somebody, you know, writing an autobiography for somebody. You know, when they put those, you know, famous people put out autobiographies. You know what I mean? Or biography on their life and everything. They don't necessarily write it themselves.
Right.
They, you know what I mean? They just tell people, you
and
know,
then they
their
get worked on.
experience.
Yeah, they work.
And then you have somebody that knows how to write to put what
Fluff
they're
it up.
saying
Right.
into that. You know, that's an actual job and career path people could take. You know,
They don't
writing.
understand that.
Yeah.
That's a big thing though, because you meet somebody like me, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I mean, I'm intellectual, and at some point, you know, I got a little vocabulary, but to be honest with you, I'm really just the type that's like, what's up, man? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? You know, so for you to be able to translate my feelings, my thoughts into words, you know, that's a great thing. And then for it to be actually like you actually attacked it, like you know what I'm saying. Somebody told me the other day that you can have a songwriter, but if you can't translate what they're trying to say with your voice, it's a null and void, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Right.
So with me and my team, for me to be able to translate his words and his thoughts, and you know, and really execute it, he ain't going nowhere. That's my dog for life. Yeah.
So
That's my
Memphis,
dog.
Tennessee. There's plenty of rappers in Tennessee out right now that I love. Okay? Moneybag, Dolph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't gotta be none of them, but if you could choose, who would you work with?
Out of Memphis.
Yeah.
I think I'll put Gotti on something. Yo, Gotti on something. It's just because like
Gotti.
that's
What
kind of
up, Ken
soundtrack for like in high school. Him and Boosie, that's all we listen to. You know, like and Jeezy and Gucci. But those 4, and Wayne. A lot of people forget about Lil Wayne. Like
Who could forget
Wayne.
about Wayne?
Nobody really mentioned him like that, like how they used to. You get what I'm saying? But you remember how big Lil Wayne was? Like I'm talking about, he was the, you know.
Because Wayne is
you heard
playing
Jay-Z
it smart.
and Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wayne is playing it smart. He'd already gained his legendary status.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now he knows what social media brings. It brings nothing but, you know what I mean?
Drama.
So he kind of stay away
he really, you know, playing it smart. And you know, Wayne is a smart individual, man. If y'all didn't pick up how smart he is after taking the picture with Trump, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's smart, man.
Yeah.
He's out.
It's a whole other story.
Twisted Wayne. I know Wayne. I ain't gonna go deep.
I ain't gonna go into that, but Wayne, look, I love Wayne. We ain't heard the last of Wayne.
He had dope video when he showed all the different eras of Wayne. Y'all seen the video?
I love that.
I think that was dope because it's just the point like you literally saw him
from the
like,
Carter 1 to the Carter 4.
Yeah, that was a dope video. I really like the visuals to that. But to answer your question, I think I'll work with Drake. Like my song Terms and Conditions, the vibe of it, that you know, you check it out, it got like a late 80s feel to it, almost like
Drake?
Prince. Yeah, Drake. I could feel Drake. I could hear Drake on that because Drake's so versatile.
Yeah.
And
really.
I don't think that on my music I don't need it to have like a street vibe to it. I need somebody to translate what I'm saying, but do it so that it can kind of cross over to everybody and not just be, you know, on the hood vibe. But if I was to ever make like a kind of semi-trap R&B joint, yo, God, I need y'all.
Okay, because you gotta have that balance.
And I'm getting there too.
I guess Drake does get a Memphis pass because, you know, his pops
from Memphis.
Yeah.
So actually he kind of, I incorporated him.
Okay.
So I'm still sticking to my city. Yeah.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Fun.
So do you play any like instruments or anything?
Nah, I don't, man. I was an athlete. I ran track for like 12 years. So I played football. So
you always been singing and everything?
I always been singing all my life. My folks told me like instead of waking up crying in the crib, I'll wake up humming. And they were like they're humming and whistling. My mom said I was like a perfect whistler and I was like a baby. Like I could whistle in like a whole song. But
that would scare me. Is
this
baby whistling?
Too much. He said too much smoking.
A little dry now, man. Yeah, but not too much, but old
soul, I love it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, Memphis, you know what I mean, it has a lot of roots, a lot of soul, you know, in Memphis. You know, a lot of great legendary artists come out of Memphis and everything. Memphis is really underrated for the type of artists that come out from Memphis. And you got a lot of these new school artists, you know, rap artists, they pretty much are like smaller versions of the Memphis hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
the
Triple Six Mafia and all that. You know what I mean? They're just another version, just a updated version of, you know, what Memphis put out. You know, 8-Ball, MJG, and everything like that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure even on the R&B side, I never really dove into, you know, who patterns after who in the R&B side. But I do know that they get a lot from, you know, the artists that came out, Al Green, you know what I mean?
Right. Somebody said, I was just talking to a Lyft driver the other day, and she was like, "Where you from?" Because everybody always ask me where I'm from when they hear me talk. So I'm like, Memphis. You know, Memphis. So she was like, what? Isn't Aretha Franklin was born there?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Really?
So what was it? Aretha Franklin or
Al Green?
Wow.
Then she went to Detroit.
Yeah, she
was
born in Memphis, and then we got Al Green there.
Tina Turner was born around there. You know what I'm saying?
Tennessee.
Wow.
But everybody came like we got Stax Records, and we also got Sun Studios too. Those are like classic studios that they had in Memphis, especially Stax. And a lot of those artists came through Memphis back in the 60s and 70s to record. You know, a lot of those like Tina Turner and everybody came through. Everybody came. Black artists, anybody black music, they all came through Memphis back in them days because I think Memphis had one of the hottest studios that was actually taking in those type of black artists, without no pressure,
Right.
But definitely that's what I'm trying to do. Like I want to put Memphis on the map. Like I live here and this is home, but I'm from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So I'ma always stay true.
Man, they're so close and connected.
Yeah.
We all family, we cousins.
Ties and everything.
Yeah, we cousins. I'm just
6
next
hours
door.
away, that's
That's
all.
it.
I'm next door. Yeah, I'm next door. That's all.
You know. Now somebody just newly tuning into you. where would you direct them first? What would be that record that you have put out there that you would say, check this out, and you would get a good sense of what type of artist you are?
I think my single First Time, the one that you said sound like Keith Sweat first, because I think that embodies who I am as an artist. Like, not saying that, you know, I definitely have songs that's a little deeper than that, but that song right there is kind of like about, you know, it's about, it's the whole feel of itself. Is I'm introducing you kind of to my vibe. Like when you hear it, it instantly sounds like the 90s, so you kind of getting the vibe from the beginning of, and then when I'm singing, I'm kind of singing in falsetto a little bit, so you kind of seeing what I'm able to do vocally a little bit, so I would always direct them to First Time. It's just the pandemic just kind of changed everything, and then with being an independent artist, I wasn't able to move the way I want to. Like, I want to be able to go around the city performing every chance I got, but now stuff opening up, you know, so.
Who's the next verses that you want to see?
That's a tough one right there. Let me see.
What would you say?
Go ahead.
The next verses I would like to see? Whoo, okay. Let's see. I would say Joe versus I would say Joe. Wait, no, that's not fair. I would say Tyrese and Usher.
Tyrese and Usher. Is Tyrese on Usher's level? As far as stardom.
What do you mean?
Usher is a bad motherfucker. Usher is, I mean, Tyrese is up there, but he's like movie star and R&B artist, and I ain't taking nothing. Tyrese got hits, but Usher, like, he transcended somewhere. Hey, that's
he transcended, but he capped at a point too in my eyes. No shade, just saying.
Okay.
But they were in that they were both like, I don't know. I'm gonna just leave it there.
You're saying it like in the 2000s, like
they were both
they
like
both kind of like
Tyrese.
They the opposite, but like I kind of
the only thing Tyrese is lacking is dance moves.
Yeah, he wanna.
That's it.
Yeah, cause the man can sing though, so
he could blow, he could write. I mean, he knows less than us.
This is what my opinion on that. Yeah, that's probably.
And his daughter's name Shayla, which is my real name.
Well, it's a whole vibe.
My thing is, I think Tyrese has hit singles and everything like that, but Usher has hit singles and bodies of work, like album after album. I don't think Tyrese got an album.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Like a whole album, you know what I'm saying? He got a few albums, you know what I'm saying?
Tyrese was slept on, like when Chris Brown came out, Mario got slept on. And I'm not going to say, I'm going to just say it, colorism.
Colorism.
Let's talk about colorism, because I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that a lot lately. And people ask me, do I experience that a lot? So I want to go into depth about, like, what exactly do y'all feel like colorism is in the industry? Is it really a
well, I will be the light-skinned ambassador right here, the light-skinned ambassador.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
The light-skinned right here.
Okay, I'm in the middle.
Hey, I'm representing for the chocolate man,
and I'm in the middle of both
of them. Brown skin.
So I think.
Yeah, you right in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
So I don't really have no issues, but I see it a lot. And I see it. And at the end of the day, the favoritism is always going to be towards the lighter end of the spectrum. So
it depends on the thinking and everything like that. You gotta understand, I'm the only light skin out of my siblings.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I call myself the black sheep of the family, because I'm the only light skin out of them, but I'm the most pro-black out of them at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I come from both parents are black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Me and my daddy got the same skin tone, but my mama, she darker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She got your skin tone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I come from that, so it's like, to me, I don't be understanding you know, I get it and I understand it on certain levels and everything. There's levels to everything.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people think we get light skin benefits. I'm still trying to cash it. I need to figure out where I go get it at. You know what I'm saying?
It's conditional. It's conditional because you feel black.
Right.
I'm still getting locked up, arrested, you know, bullied.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you just black yourself. And I feel the same way, because I'm like you. like, you know, my mom light skin, my dad is my color, you know, my sister's your color. So, and then, you know, my grandmother, your color, you know, like everybody light skinned. So I'm the dark skin of my family. You know what I'm saying?
But if you go to places, there's some places that you go to, like in Africa.
Yeah.
You light skinned.
They think I'm
light skinned.
Yeah.
Man, let me say, I told you where I didn't be. You know, I
so
was
do you get the benefits, the light skin?
If I went to Jamaica, like Jamaica or something, and I'm standing around or something like that, and then you know it's some darker shades walk past, they look at me like, oh, you.
But I will say this, the media has control over this narrative.
Right.
The media has control over this narrative. It's not the masses. It's not, we didn't come up with this out of nowhere. This was strategically put in place. So it's a thing, but it's a thing, but it doesn't have to be reality. It doesn't. We can make it unrealistic.
Yeah, we can.
It's a thing, and like I said, you know, I'm not gonna fight it no more. If there's light skin privileges, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, you gonna go and fight?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna register.
He said he gonna go
I'm gonna register to get these light skin benefits. We ain't getting no stimulus check anytime soon. So
right, that
might
part.
as well go and take that privilege though. But I just know me personally. I don't think that I've experienced it like that. Does it still?
I mean, it
does.
Yeah,
but I just personally haven't. I guess my mind frame is too like. I'm dark skinned. What I can't do nothing about it. Like,
but I think it's one way though.
I'm only used to that.
I think it's one way in certain points of views, and that's why I said it has to go with the thinking. You know what I'm saying? So. The darker hue's gonna look at the lighter hue and say, "Oh, you got the advantages and everything like that." You know, and nothing we could do about the way you want to think about it. But then you do have light skin that, you know, be like, well, you know, you're darker, so they're going to come to you because they want to pick you first for basketball. They want to pick you first for football. You know what I mean? Because they picture darker, more athletic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
More about that life. You know what I'm saying? But we about that life too.
Yeah, they don't even know it though. You know,
it's like, come on.
Yeah, let them think that. Let them think that, man.
God.
Just don't let them walk up on you.
You know, okay, so this is your camera, this is your audience.
Okay.
They want to hear from you. What do you want to deliver to the people? What do you have on your mind that you think the people need to receive right now from you?
I just think, like if I could tell anybody anything, I just want people to understand that, back to piggyback what she was saying, what's for you is for you. I know right now, everything that's going on right now, I know it's hard and tough, like, and people don't know what's tomorrow bringing or something. Just keep on moving forward. Like, just keep pressing forward. I think people just they let themselves get down too easily these days. I think so. Because it's like, why do you care so much, you know, like about what's going wrong to the point where in that cloud of your vision, you can't even see what's going right.
So focus on what you can control.
What you can control. Like she said, you know, why you always need a woman to kind of smooth things out,
to
you
glue
know?
it together.
Just to glue it together. But that's basically what I'm
well,
saying.
she a special kind, you know what I mean? So you ain't gonna find too many of those.
Yeah, it's that Capricorn. Yeah, but I just want to let people know, just keep on pressing. Like, you know, things get hard, but it can always be worse. So just always, if you're waking up tomorrow, that means that you're here for a reason.
Yes.
And I think what people need to do is really tap into their destiny, tap into your reason. I don't think people know their reason. You know, I think if you know your reason, if you know why you're here, if you know why you're placed here, I think that you'll move different. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they still trying to find themselves, still trying to figure it out. Like I'm talking about, you know, in 40, 50 years old, and I'm not down in it because everybody's journey different. But you didn't give yourself the opportunity to get to know you and know your true feelings. And with me being a tourist, I suppress a lot of things. And what I'm trying to embrace and do differently is embrace feeling vulnerable or not feeling like everything is
dropping gems.
I'm trying to embrace that because I'm a real strong person on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So everybody look at me like,
Tourists be crying in the car.
Yeah, I do. I done found myself.
Taurus be crying in the car.
I
Okay.
found myself being real I'm really sensitive.
I know.
Sensitive as hell, actually. Everything
I don't
kind of hurt
know.
my feelings.
I don't know why
would never
DJ
let
Pooh
you
came
know.
in my head, you know, on Friday, you know what I mean, on Friday.
That's exactly what I got
Mama
from.
came in too.
You gonna
Yeah.
cry,
He
cry.
run off
You
crying.
gonna cry,
Right.
cry.
Yeah, that's and I find myself being there, but I'm learning now that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel, feel down. It's okay to have emotions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's in your
Feel
music.
and go
and
through
that's,
it.
and that's in my music. My EP was dropped March 12th. It's called Love Levels. It's
Love.
really a mixture of the different levels of love.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you going from I'm fighting for it, you know what I'm saying, or you going to my song First Time that I'm telling you about, making love to somebody for the first time, or you fiending just what it's gonna be like you ain't had it yet.
Talking that love language.
Yeah, there you go. Love Levels is basically a EP of love language.
I love it.
That's what it is. And I really feel like that, I hope that it really translate on how I mean it to.
Right,
You just gotta take
And when
the
it
time to
does,
check
give
it
me
out.
my props for,
Yeah.
that love language.
Love language.
Describing that. Cause I
Love
know you're going to use that.
Both
You're
of
going to
y'all
be like,
just
shit,
said,
I got to
I'm gonna use that moving forward. I'm gonna say, I did an interview with Atlanta Unplugged, and they told me that's what it was.
He going to be like,
And I'ma
yeah, Chevy
move.
told me.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he said-
Look, hey, I'm from Memphis, so we gotta stick together. Like,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we
yeah,
cousins,
yeah.
man. So
Might
I
be.
gotta represent.
Yeah, we were gonna wrap it
Yeah.
up. We gotta wrap it up. Let the people know how they could tap in with you, where they could find you, and what your latest projects are going to be. If you got any shows coming up, let the people know.
All right, y'all. This is KrisO. If y'all want to find me, y'all check me out at The Real KrisO. That's KrisO with a K. So it'll be at The Real TheRealKriso. That's my IG. Y'all check me out there. I got a link tree in my bio, and y'all can check out all my links to all my music. I'm available on every streaming platform. That's Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube, everywhere you can think of, I'm there. Check me out from there. I got a show on February 28th called The Boys of R&B. It's gonna be a dope show full of Atlanta-based underground artists, which is why we here today.
Right.
And y'all come check them people out. Check me out. We artists and we trying to put on a show for y'all, and we gonna be big one day. But y'all gotta come.
And where's
check
it gonna
the
be
show
at?
out. It's I check it out.
Well, if y'all tap into him,
Tap
y'all
into my IG.
y'all gonna see that.
Tap me to my IG. Y'all DM me. I send y'all flyers, whatever I need. But I appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, we
And-
appreciate for
Yeah.
you to be here. It was an honor.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
You
You
know what
are
I
a
mean?
beautiful soul.
I appreciate
And
that.
I could just see you propelling. 'Cause you're tapped into who you are. So
Okay.
congratulations.
All right,
In
I
advance.
Thank
In
you.
advance.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
All right, man.
It's dope. He's so old school. He want to give handshakes all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get a handshake.
yeah.
I know, right?
I'm like, damn, you know,
No.
I'm an old ass man. I
I know,
want
I walked in, he
to.
like, man, definitely man up. Man, really, I'm really the type like, what's up, man? What's up? How you doing?
Yeah. I already know.
but
Yeah,
it's old school.
yeah.
Just
Love it.
All
it's
right.
old.
Hey, so we're gonna sign off now. You want to sign them off? You want to sign them off?
Look, it's been real. It's been real. We got Steve Paul, Chevy Carter, KrisO and his thing, Atlanta Unplugged, signing out.
And make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.